I'm here today to talk to you about adolescence. Adolescence is the period of change between childhood and adulthood, and it's the decisions that we make at this age that are paramount to our development in later life. Now, the frontal lobe in our brain, which controls impulse and emotion, is not fully developed until any of us are 25, meaning none of us mentally are fully developed when we think that we might be. And the one thing that I really think is important is that we focus on mental health because it's the second highest death rate in adolescence. And the thing that I think that's most important to talk about is, well, what would you say if I told you that 51% of all of our adolescents currently reside in Africa? And what differentiates African teens from teens elsewhere across the world? Well, neurologically, nothing. There is many projects that are being funded in Africa, and it's important to remember that our neurological development is the same irrespective of where we live. And my concern is how we address mental health issues in adolescence collectively. The company that I want to talk to you today about is the Mental Health Foundation of Africa. It focuses on community-based projects and workshops, and they are what help the main people in Africa who are suffering from mental health issues cope. And they also help the families, and they suffer with things like suicide and depression and schizophrenia. And it's important to remember that it's things like that that we need to help with, because you've got to think about it not just on a micro scale, but on a macro scale. I mean, what if it was a member of your own family? You'd want somebody else to help them. And it's back to the idea of what differentiates them from us. The African Mental Health Foundation is one of the only mental health facilities in Africa that people can reach out to. And the thing that I think that's the most important about it is the second highest cause of death. And the irony of it is that 90% of the world's adolescents reside in lower economic developed countries. And with over half of them residing in Africa, it's important to remember that. And the final thing that I think I want to leave you with is that potential's going to be wasted. There's an idea that what if one person with a mental health issue you didn't help? And you could have. And that person could have had the cure for cancer. Or that person was going to be the next president. What's one life in exchange for 1 million? Thank you.